The best you can do! You're gonna have to kill me! What you will do with a drunken sailor?
On behalf of the studio, I demand that you cease transmission. Keep running.
What you will do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
Increase the wind. Increase the wind! I am telling you for the last time.
How close is he? Very close.
Capsize him. Tip him over. Damn you, Victor!
No, you can't. His tide is up to the boat.
Shut up!
He's gonna drown. He doesn't even care.
Do it. Do it!
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. I want to say double honors to the elders and apostles, our great millstones. Salutations to the Achiums that preach in the truth and sincerity. Right? I want to say shalom and to the sincere Akwats who respecting their husbands and learning as well. Right? The name of this video is going to be, are you ready to die for this truth? Right? Because as the video clip I now play was showing that he was saying is that the best you can do, you have to kill me. You understand? Because we know we're gonna be delivered up to the nations and to the powers of this world very soon, and they're gonna have to come better than that. Once the Lord is dealing with you, you understand? They're gonna have to kill you. So the name of this video is going to be, are you ready to die for the truth? Alright? I'm gonna go into the scriptures one time. I'm gonna start off with the book of Psalms. Yeah, Psalms 116. Right? Psalms 116 and starting at verse 15. It says, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. So that in it speaking for itself. They're not going to try, they are going to kill us as it is written in the scripture. Right? They're going to kill us. Some of us mightn't taste that. Some of us might see the chariots come. You understand? So, but you don't know who it is. So you had to gird up yourself to be ready to die. You understand? The scriptures say, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. When the Lord see his saints die, it's so precious unto the Lord because he know when you die, you're going to return right back to him. Job well done. In other words, job well done. Because you hold, you endure to the end, and whether it be the end of your life or it be to the end of your run. Because if you die in this fighting for the truth, you reach to the end of your run. You understand? And if you die, if you endure to the chariots reach, then you still endure to the end of your run. Right? But same way, the Lord know once his saints die, the souls returning back to him. Job well done. Yeah, in other words, you did it well. Right? So that will be it on that scripture. I'm go into the book to the book of Romans. Pass it. Yeah, the book of Romans, chapter 12. I'm starting from verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, virgin, by the mercies of Yahweh, that he present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And that's a beautiful precept talking about your reasonable service too, because that is our service. We have no other duty than to edify the flock. You understand? Edify the flock, go out in the streets, go out in the highways and byways. Present your body as a living sacrifice. Do anything when it comes to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So you had to be willing to die once again. You understand? Verse 2. It says, and be not comforted to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Wow. It says, and be not conformed to this world. Don't be like all for this world. You understand? Don't be subjected like you had to do something for this world. You had to study work and you had to study now. You had to be willing to die when it comes to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? It say, by the renewing of your mind. It say, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable? What is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? You understand? Because we know you presenting your body and enduring to the end is a pretty perfect will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's done nothing more perfect than you being able, you dying for the truth. But it's more perfect than you actually giving up yourself for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. There's nothing more perfect than that. You going out with a bang. You understand? You going out with a bang, and that's the best banker that you could ever go out with. Alright? I'm gonna go back into Psalms again. Yeah. Psalms 44 and 22. It say, yea, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Right? And it say, it have a reference in Romans again with this. So that's why I barely bring out this first. Because it's saying that we as sheep to the slaughter, by presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice, we know that the Lord sent us as sheep amongst wolves. Right? And we know that all the other nations and 2/3 of our people are wolves. They're getting ready to strike. And we ready to die. So this is the thing. Are you ready to die for the truth? You understand? Question mark. It's a big question because brothers have to be willing. We don't know who the Lord gonna make them kill. And we don't know who the Lord gonna wait till the chariots come. Now every brother gonna be lifted up in them chariots, and some of the brothers gonna die first and come back with Yahushai on them chariots. You understand? And that would be the end of your run. But we know that wouldn't be the end of brothers. We know that would be the best thing ever happened to brothers. Brothers at peace. And I'll bring out that scripture just now. But the scripture say, it say 42:22. It say, yea, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Now I'm gonna go back again to Romans. Right? Romans 8. And starting from 35. It say, who shall separate us from the love of Yahushai? Shall tribulation, which is us going into our serious times, right? Or distress, or persecution, which is them coming for us everywhere we is and persecuting us, or anyhow they could persecuting us with the videos on social media, on news, however they could, or famine, which is not being able to eat or drink, and that's not going to separate us, right? Or nakedness, or peril, or sword. Verse 36, it say, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. And when it say as it is written, they're talking about in the scripture I was now reading in Psalms 44 and 22. We are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. You understand? We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Right? And you got to be able to willingly take that. If the Lord dealing with you, you will be able to take that. But brothers, we know we in this flesh, so we have to gird up with mind. And no soft niggas in this truth. This truth is not for soft niggas. That's Apostle Gabasi. For mama's boys. You understand? And women and all too. That goes for you. Stay with your husband. Believe in him. He going to guide you in that time. You understand? Because only a woman will be saved through a man in that time. Anyway. You are to incline unto that man you have. Once he's a man of the Lord, because the other men gonna be like bitches, no matter what people think in the head. Other men gonna be like bitches when that time come. They all strong and muscular and thing there is right now. If it's not a man of the Lord in that time, man, you gonna be a bitch. You gonna be afraid to die. You understand? They're gonna watch the men of the Lord and be like, what going on with these men? These men are real brave. These men think, these men. You understand? Why? Because we know the Lord controlling everything. He tell we this going to happen. Do all they want. In other words, as the video clip I just play, is that all you got? You understand? You're gonna have to kill me. Hey, this truth is a wonderful thing to be in, yes? Yeah. Because as the scripture is saying, right, people might look at us and think that when we die, that gonna make them frightened. They will think we too brave, and they do have that braveness in them because they never had the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So they're gonna be frightened, and they're gonna think, "We, I don't wanna die like that man, but watch out, he come and die now, boy." And this, because they'll be frightened. But we know the Lord have our backs. We know that the Lord is who taking care of we. That is why he say, "In the eyes of the unwise, they seem to die." Let me bring it out. The book of Wisdom of Solomon. But everybody's supposed to know the scripture. Chapter 3, starting from 1. It says, "But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them." You understand? No torment. Verse 2. "In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery." Right, so to an unlearned man who don't know about this knowledge and don't know about these scriptures, they seem to die, like they're gone, and that is just it there with them. But we know that our souls return to the Lord, and the Lord have our backs, right? And the departure is taken for misery, meaning that they go on, and it's a sad thing when it's really a good thing, right? And they're going from us to be utter destruction, meaning that they behead us, or whatever they do to us, they do to us, right? And to them it's gonna look like utter destruction, like the way watch how them die and watch how it happen, and you understand? But who wanna stay in this carnal place, right? Who wanna stay in this wicked place? You dying for the truth is the best thing could ever happen to you. You understand? We don't like this life. We don't wanna be a part of this life. You gotta pay bills, you gotta work thing. You understand? You gonna come back, a man of the Lord, you come back with the chariots, where you come back with your shy to recompense judgment on this place and kill from left to right. You understand? So it ain't nothing to worry about, boy. Just good up your mind. They come for we, let them kill we. You understand? Let them take we. However the Lord had to do for we. Whatever the Lord put in place for we. If you gonna let them, that's how we in prison, and the chariots gonna come for we, or they gonna kill us. You understand? However it is. Right? But we gotta be ready for it. We can't just be laid back, we gotta be ready. Right? And the departure is taken for misery, verse 3. "And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace." You understand? They are in peace. Verse 4, it says, "For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality." And there's the next scripture that I love. They be punished, right, in the sight of men. You understand? It just be looking like they're getting punished, right? Yet is their hope full of immortality, because the Lord is going to, the hope that you come and die for the truth now is immortal. It's an immortal body you're gonna get. You're gonna be an immortal man on the whole in the end. Because the Lord say, this corruptible must put on incorruptible, and this mortal shall put on immortality. Right? So the Lord's gonna have us, hopefully we make it into the kingdom, we're gonna have immortal bodies. Right? That is why brothers laboring in this truth so hard, because the fear of the Lord is serious. You understand? Fear the things that the Lord could do to you. There are people who don't fear the Lord and they just respect the Lord. You understand? They don't get the Lord they don't have a fear for the Lord, boy. They're doing wickedness and them don't care. You have to fear the Lord. What do you think the Lord could do to any man? You understand? What do you think the Lord could bring upon the earth? A little wind kick up and 400,000 died in tsunami. You understand? That's the Lord doing, my. That's a small thing we have for the earth, because the scriptures say a tribulation that the earth has never seen. So I personally hope that the Lord put a spirit on me to be ready to die. You understand? Because the Lord in control of all spirits. So we can't just say this and that. We had to hope that the Lord have mercy on us. We had to always be praying for that mercy. You understand? That mercy, whether I kill you, and you understand, or or you get it, or the chariots come and save you. Right? But and at the end you had to be willing. You had to be ready for anything. Any party Lord put you on. Right? So yeah. Verse 5, it say, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself. And that's so good. The Lord found you worthy in this truth, taking in the knowledge, walking in the footsteps of Yahweh Shai. You understand? For brothers, teaching, always going on, trying your best to teach, trying your best to show brotherly love. You understand? And not just being persuaded by men to do anything else besides what the Lord want you to do. The Lord really want you to show your brotherly love, be around brothers, do his work, feed his sheep, because you love him. So you will feed his sheep. If you love him, you wouldn't just be doing anything and careless. You love the Lord, feed his sheep. Simple. Fear the Lord and feed his sheep. It's not that hard. Just fear the Lord and do just respect the Lord. But you have to fear the Lord is respecting the Lord. You understand? Fearing him is respecting him. Fear him. He's a serious power. He could do anything to you. You have to have that fear in you. Alright? He's not your friend. Well, he's not your... He could do anything to you. He's not one of your cousins them who you know anything is anything. No. The Lord could do it to you. So you have to be able to show the Lord that respect by fearing him and doing his commandments. You understand? Yeah, I'll leave the scripture here and go to the book of Revelation. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 9. Right? And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh. Right? So this is talking about that the men and the Lord who is going to be killed. Right? Right? This is talking about the men that the Lord who is going to be killed and who already, right? Who is going to be killed because it's on the fifth seal open. Right? It's under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh and for the testimony which they held. Right? That's for you holding the testimony of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Come they're gonna take you in the synagogues for testimony of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Right? They might want you to denounce him. Right? But the Lord will be talking for you in that time, man. Right? Verse 10, it say, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Yahweh, holy and true, doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? Right? Because they want to know how long you're not going to avenge them. Should they kill us? What should they do to us? Right here the Lord going to say, and white robes were given unto them, unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. So it's either the scripture is saying here now that the Lord is going to make them, let them know, relax yourself a little bit. Right? Relax. It's either your brethren until the time that the rest of brethren get killed, you understand? And until the time is fulfilled is when I will avenge them and avenge you. Right? All together in one. Right? And I just love these scriptures because these scriptures give you faith. It helps your faith to know that, yeah, boy, the Lord have we back and the Lord taking care of we and he going to deal with them heathens soon to come. You understand? So yeah. I'm going to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verses 52. Right? It's in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. Right? For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Right? For this corruptible must put on incorruptible, right? Because we incorruptible bodies right now, corruptible, even this, the atmosphere, right? And then let's say, and this mortal must put on immortality, right? So it say, so when this corruptible shall have put on incorruptible, and this mortal shall put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. You understand? Because when they kill us, that it's swallowed up in victory. Because what going on with that? That is come like you can't die anymore. So what that really saying right now? Verse 55. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Because death and the grave not gonna have no victory over you. You can't die. You gonna be immortal. How it is you gonna die? That is why dying in this immortal body, well, Salakia, in this mortal body, is nothing. You gotta gird up yourself and be ready to die for Yahweh Hashem and the testimony and the Bible and all the sayings and all the apostles and elders and your brothers, and you understand, you gotta be able to hold up that until the end. Time's gonna get real rough, but brothers gonna feel to give up. You understand? That's why we had to stay in the spirit now, so the Lord could deal with us in that time. Because if he wasn't doing anything and doing nothing for the Lord, how he defending you in that time? The Lord can't just defend you in that time. You understand? You gotta hold up the testimony now, while it is early. Seek the Lord while it is let's paraphrase and let's say, seek the Lord in your youth, while the something days while the dangers ain't reach us yet, right? That's roughly paraphrasing. Seek the Lord in your youth. Seek him early. You understand? Because the days ain't reach yet, but the days already reach upon us, eh? But the actual days where you're gonna have you running, not being able to sleep one place too long, them days ain't come yet. Then deliver you up into the synagogues as yet, them days ain't come yet. So we have to focus right now with the little time we have before they shut down the internet and all these other things. We have to focus, right? Yeah. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, and I'll start from verses 49, because when you really think about it, right, this kingdom of heaven and this immortality is only for Jakes. It's only for Israel, and it's not just for the whole of Israel. It actually is for the 1/3 of Israel, which is the elect. The 144,000 men is not for the 2/3, right? So I'm gonna read the scripture here to bring it out. 49, 7 and 49. For what profit is it unto us if there be promised us an immortal time, whereas we have done the works that bring death? So what it gonna profit you 2/3 niggas, you jakes in the world who wasn't doing the work, right? The kingdom of heaven, if you was bringing forth works that bring death, you understand that the works you was doing wasn't doing nothing but bringing on death to men. You wasn't teaching men about the laws and the commandments. You teaching men that they're not supposed to get circumcised. You teaching men that they're not supposed to uphold the law. You teaching men all kind of things contrary to what they've been taught. What you really doing? You didn't see, like, that is demons, right? Verse 50, it say, and that there is promised us an everlasting hope, whereas ourselves, being most wicked, are made vain, right? Because you most wicked and you are kingdom of heaven, you want to be immortal. Verse 51, and that they are laid up for us dwellings of health and safety, whereas we have lived wickedly. Oh gosh, go back to the first line. For what profit it is you gain to be immortal, and that is how you live in wicked, right? 52, and that the glory of the Most High is kept to defend them which have led a weary life. This is the same thing I was just saying. How do you want the Lord to defend you in that time and you wasn't doing nothing? You understand? Brothers who doing the word, right, and teaching day and night is them brothers who ought to be ready to die. You know why? Because they know the Lord had them in the Lord's hands. Not wicked jakes in the world. Them gonna be bogged out of their mind and frightened because why? They wasn't doing nothing for the Lord. They was ignoring the prophets on the streets. Right? Verse 53. No. I'm read over 52. And that the glory of the Most High is kept to defend them which have led a weary life, whereas we have walked in the most wicked ways of all. Right? All the wicked ways they could think about. 53. It say, and that there should be shewed a paradise whose fruit endureth forever, wherein is security and medicine, since we shall not enter into it. Verse 54. Right? It say, for we have walked in unpleasant places, which is all sorts of wickedness. You understand? That homosexuals walk in the street. It have lesbian women. It have all kind of wickedness going on right now. We are about to go into the wickedest time of the year, which is Christmas. You understand? Verse 55. And that the faces of them which have used abstinence, which is stayed away from, right, shall shine above the stars. Well, this is a beautiful scripture, right? Because it's going to say the faces of them that have used abstinence, which is the faces of the Achiums, the 144,000, the elect men who was doing the work and doing everything. They shall shine above the stars. It says, whereas our faces shall be blacker than darkness. Because you're going to be covered in darkness. Because you wouldn't know what to do. You're going to be confused. You understand? You're going to be in derision. You're going to be a mockery unto the Most High. Right? Verse 56. It says, for while we have lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. And that is going back to when you die, your soul return to the Lord, and the Lord bring you back here for judgment. You understand? You're back here for judgment. Right? Verse 57. It say, then answered he me, because this is Ezra was talking to Moses. It's Moses. Right, and said, this is the condition of the battle, right, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. The Moses telling Ezra, yeah, this is the condition of the battle, that a man had to fight, a man that is born of the woman, born of a woman, right, shall fight. Verse 58, it say, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer, as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I see. So, if a man overcome all the things, right, you overcome all the trials that come into you, right, you endure to the end, in other words, because that's what the overcome really means. You're going to suffer. You're not going to get a nice death. You're not going to be in vain. You're going to die wicked and horrible. You understand? But the men of the Lord, their souls in the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, their souls in the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They have nothing to worry about. The Lord going to deal with you in that time, man. You understand? Then in the scripture, then he say, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. So, if you get the victory, which is overcoming, enduring to the end, you're going to receive what he was talking about. He was talking about the kingdom of heaven. You understand? The wicked jakes not just going to get the kingdom of heaven. You have to come through our loins. You understand? You will be coming through our loins. Because the Lord tell our mercy on Israel, you got to die first and go through all that horrible pain and then come through our loins as a baby. You got to come back as a baby. Right? I just hope this video was edifying to the Achiums. right? Edifying to whoever watching this video and taking heed of what the words that are saying, which is actually the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because we are the mouth for the Lord, right? Hope this video is edifying. I want to say double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Salutations to the Achaeans preaching the truth in sincerity. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Yakakodash. You understand? And yeah, shalom on to the next one.